So I'm going to switch to a different camera now, and we'll talk about the experiment we're going to try. Remember, there's an experiment for this from last week, which was the ocean acidification using shells in water and vinegar. So you still have until next Thursday to send us in an answer with some pictures for your chance at a prize. And then you'll have 2 weeks for this new experiment as well. I'm going to turn on a new camera here, and then we will get started. And there we go. It's on. And let's bring it in. Perfect. All right. We'll keep me in the screen as well, but maybe I can make this camera a little bit bigger. Let's see. Oops, I want the other one. Let me switch them. Ha, perfect. Okay, so very easy supplies this time around. You need an egg or two. You could use one and it would still work for this experiment, but two might make it a little bit easier. So 1 to 2 eggs. 2 I think is best, but 1 could work as well. And then you're going to need some vinegar. So I've got this huge thing of white vinegar here that I took from my kitchen. So just regular pure white vinegar, easy to get at the grocery store. I bet most of you might have that maybe in the staff room kitchen, or you might have it at home as well. And so what you're going to do is put, whether you're using 1 or 2 eggs, you're going to put them in some vinegar. And these eggs are going to sit in that vinegar for 24 hours. And you're going to see a big change in these eggs as the shell on the eggs dissolves. But the membrane is still going to hold the egg together. After 24 hours, you can take the egg out and wash it, clear any extra shell, and then you're going to leave it in for another 24 hours in the vinegar before you take them out. So that's the first step, is to get the shell dissolved from these eggs. And what's really cool is that they're still going to hold together quite nicely, even without the shell. The next stage will be to take 2 containers of water that can fit the egg. Mine might be a little bit small, but I'm working in my office, so I didn't want to have too much water around my computer stuff. And you're going to put the eggs, 1 into just the plain water after the shell has dissolved, and you're going to leave it in there. And the second water, you're going to put sugar in. So you're going to stir sugar into it until the sugar stops dissolving, so that it's just filled right up with sugar. You want a nice good amount of sugar in the water, mixed in so it dissolves, and then you're going to put the second egg into that one, the water. Then you're going to leave them for a while. You can leave them for the day and see if there's been a change. You can leave them overnight and then take a look. And then, so that's our experiment. I don't want to tell you what's going to happen because I want you to see what happens in your classroom or at home. And so it would be great if some classrooms gave this a try this week, sent us in a picture or a video clip. And what did your eggs look like? What did your eggs look like? The one that was in the plain water, what happened to it? And what happened to the one that was in the sugar solution, so in the sugar water? If you're only going to use 1 egg, that's fine. You can put it into the water first and see what happens over a period of time. And then later, switch it and put it into the sugar one and see if it changes and what happens over time. So it's up to you if you want to use 1 or 2 eggs. So we want to see what happens. What happened to the first egg? What happened to the second egg? And then I would love to know what you think, what process do you think happened to make the change that you see in the 2 eggs, whether it's in the water or it's in the sugar water after the egg has lost its shell. So step 1, dissolve the shells in vinegar. Should take 24 hours. You can wash it and clean the shell off, then put it in again for another 24 hours in the vinegar. Then it's ready after you've washed it again to go into a water and then a sugar water solution and see what happens to your eggs. So there we go. Easy supplies you should be able to find without too much difficulty. And then you can give this a try in the classroom or try it at home. Send us a picture or send us a video clip to classroom@darwin200.com. I'll put that up there as well. Classroom@darwin200.com. And then we'll pick 2 or 3 classrooms to send a gift card to.